Welcome back to another episode in our commentary series. We're digging into the work of Ajmal from his website, theborderofamind.com.
Yeah, always a fascinating dive into, the border of a mind.
Exactly. He's a respected author who really gets you thinking. And this blog, The Border of a Mind, is where he explores all these ideas about curiosity and wonder. And today we're focusing on his blog post, A Child's Why. It was published, back on May 22nd of this year.
It's a good one. I was thinking about it earlier, and it really struck me how Ajmal goes beyond just the cliche that kids ask a ton of questions. He ties those whys, those relentless whys, to something deeper about knowledge itself.
It's like the more we learn,
the more we realize.
The more we realize we don't know.
Exactly. And that's what he's getting at.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Socrates quote, the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. But Ajmal, he kind of takes it a step further, right?
He does. It's not just about admitting we don't know everything. It's about seeing the power in those limitations.
Oh, absolutely. And the way he does it with that image of the seed in the concrete.
Yeah, he talks about a child's question being like a tiny seed that can crack open even the hardest concrete.
Such a powerful image. Because that concrete, it's like our fixed ways of thinking, all those assumptions we build up.
It really is. And those why questions, they challenge those assumptions. They make us see things in a new light.
It's so true. You're explaining something to a kid and suddenly, bam, they hit you with this question that just throws you completely off.
And you think, wow, I never thought about it that way.
It's humbling, definitely. But it's also exciting, It forces you to rethink what you thought you knew.
Right. And Ajmal, he's arguing that we should hold on to that feeling, that childlike willingness to be surprised, to question everything. In fact, he says, let me find the exact quote. Here it is. He says, the most dangerous thing we can do is to stop asking why.
Powerful stuff. And you know what else he points out? How kids aren't afraid to ask those really big questions, the ones we adults tend to avoid.
Like the meaning of life, what happens after we die, the mysteries of the universe.
Yeah, exactly. Those questions that can feel too complex or maybe even taboo to talk about openly.
And he describes them as coming from the smallest lips, right? It emphasizes this contrast. On the one hand, you have this innocent curiosity, and on the other, all these societal norms that can stifle our questioning.
It's like he's urging us to get back to that sense of wonder, to not let the fear of looking naive hold us back from searching for deeper understanding.
Exactly.
So, thinking practically, how can we as adults cultivate that kind of wonder that Ajmal's talking about? What are some concrete things we can do?
Well, he doesn't give us a step-by-step guide, but he does suggest that we need to be more deliberate about making room for curiosity in our lives. That could be anything from trying new things to engaging in thoughtful conversations to just being more present in the moment, noticing the world around us.
I love that. It's not about becoming a child again, but reconnecting with that natural curiosity we all have within us. And for anyone listening who wants to dive deeper into these ideas, I highly recommend visiting Ajmal's blog, theborderofamind.com. His writing is truly food for thought.
Couldn't agree more. It's a treasure trove of insights for anyone wanting to live a more curious and engaged life.
And remember, stay tuned for future episodes in this commentary series where we'll continue to explore the fascinating ideas in Ajmal's work.
And until then, maybe we can all take a moment to think about a why question that's stayed with us over the years. Maybe a question we never fully answered, but one that's still shaping the way we see things.
That's a great thought. Thanks for joining me today.
My pleasure. Always enjoy these conversations.
And all our listeners, thanks for being here. Keep those whys coming.
Keep wondering.
And we'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye for now.
Bye.